updates for May 2024, and this one is going to be very, very quick because it is one page of literally nothing. Yeah, it's not looking like the most eventful month going on, right? We've got the Duel Capsule, Tag Duel Tournament, which we knew about from the leaks. We've got a brand new character with a very nicely hinted quote. That's great. Mazar back to the gate, and that's going to be it. But is that all of it? No, not really. We'll talk about that. So first of all is, of course, the confirmation that yes, this is going to be, or at least we think it's going to be SPECTRE from VRAINS. Because of the quote in Japanese, it is exactly this one. It is a bit of a vague, generic quote, but he does say in the show, and so this is our best guess so far, given that the English quote is really a non-starter, could be any character in the entire game. Now, in terms of new cards, right, we've got Dark Diviner, a synchro we've had for a while now, and has it done anything? No, so that's not that great. We've got Guy Armor, Dragon Shell. This is a really cool way of getting back your synchros in your graveyard back to extra deck, but is it worth summoning for a generic level 6 synchro that doesn't really do much apart from that? No, not really. But the good card is Fiery Blaze. This is your generic back removal for your Pyrodex and New Ninjas, which I did on yesterday. That has now got even better. Thanks to this, deals a bit of burn damage, chip damage, that's fine, but then pop a back row is going to be quite necessary for that deck, I think. At the moment, it does kind of struggle that you do want to play things like your Ghost Cyclone. This will work quite nicely for that. Now, we were kind of expecting info on, say, what's happening with Worlds, right? There's a Speed Duel and a Rush Duel division, how they're going to do that? Well, that'll be announced before the 10th of May. There's assets in game already for it, just got to wait for that to be pushed up and live, then we'll know the dates are happening. But of course, every year we get a big campaign, right? Last year was the Road to Worlds campaign with the Raging Dragon promo card, with the Odd Eye Structure deck, which was really big, right? The skill was kind of bonkers. The year before was the KCGT 2022 with the Utopia Ray promo, and the skill also was really good, and the Brave Hope Structure deck. This year, things might be a little bit different. Now, we're all kind of expecting, right? We were expecting prior to this that it would be a VRAINS themed deck, right? We'd get a VRAINS box, a VRAINS character being SPECTRE, that's coming, but we all kind of thought that Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid would be coming, because they've been hinting at this throughout the year, right? We had the Cyberburst Clock Dragon first come out, then the Synchro, the Quantum Dragon, and then like 2 months ago, a month ago, we had Firewall Exceed Dragon. And it was all kind of hinting as to this coming and potentially being the big World Championship promo card. Now, could it still happen? Sure. If we go to our leaks from April, then you'll know that there is no skill for this, right? What we have left is a bunch of Rush Duel skills and a skill for Blue Eyes. And we also know we're getting Overrush Rares, which Blue Eyes was a part of in the early wave, that is coming soon. So, could they be doing a Rush Duel Structure deck with a Blue Eyes promo card instead of VRAINS this year? They could do. Now, to kind of back this up, right? Last year, when we had Quinton in April, his skills leak, we also had the leak for the Odd Eye skill. Now, the year before with Zexal, we didn't exactly have this because back then, we didn't get these early skill leaks in the same way, right? We just had, we knew there were 11 skills in the files, but we didn't know what they were. Now, we have more info. That's great. So, based on the current panel we have, this Firewall Code Talker Playmaker Structure deck might not be happening. Could they have just said, sure, we're going to leave out the skill and then put it in the core update in May, because it'll all go live on the same time anyway? Sure, they could do that. That could be a thing that happens, and that'd be really cool. Every campaign post 7th World has been both supporting Rush and Speed Duel, and every campaign for Rush Duel has been a DM focused card, right? On launch, with Dark Magician. Then you had the Blue Eyes skill a month later for the 100 Legendary Duels campaign. That was pretty big. Then a month later, of course, Go Rush Festival Red Eyes. Then we went into Harpies with the whole Maximum launch. We had the Magician's Valkyria for the 20th anniversary campaign. The 7th anniversary in January, of course, was both Speed and Rush Duel, and so I would assume that for this campaign for Worlds, given we are getting Speed Duel and Rush Duel as their own formats of Worlds, they do the same thing, and so it could still be Firewall Dragon as a promo card. We get the Blue Eyes Bride Dragon skill in the structure deck, right? We get the Overrush Blue Eyes as a promo card, and then we go into the main box in end of May, which supports VRAINS, and that's different because usually, for those months, it's been a mini box. Because of the schedule swap with 7th World and Rush Duel and all these things kind of coming together, it's now a main, not a mini. So could they be thinking, you know what, instead of giving out a structure deck for Playmaker, why not do a pickup box, right? That supports Playmaker and Revolver and Soulburner, put their cards in there, reprint them right for a time-limited period, and then of course have a new box come out, which everyone's going to want to go into to get the new cards and work on the new brand of skills, and then they kind of fulfills the same job as a structure deck would do in getting you to buy into the brand new box. And I think that would work out quite nicely, straight into the World Championship qualifiers at the beginning of June for Speed Duel, and then we do the same for Rush Duel, right, happening at the end of the month with a brand new character, probably going to be Asana, and then into a Rush Duel box, into Rush qualifiers in early July, and that would be a solid kind of way of doing things. It could change, right? This could all be completely wrong. Get skill leaks happening in mid-May that do kind of confirm otherwise, but still, for the moment, that's where I'm kind of thinking things are going. And if you're worried about this month being a bit of a slow month compared to last year, it's not. It's the same, literally to a T. The only thing different is we don't have the Grandpa roaming event happening alongside Duel's Kingdom. That is the only change. So we're missing out on one roaming event, but otherwise, it is functionally identical. Now, the Road to Worlds campaign, they don't announce them in advance. They'll be announced like 2 or 3 days before that happens, and so that's going to be a thing still. And the World Championship qualifiers last year started on May 30th, but this year, they'll be in June. And that's because Dennis' event is starting so much later than Quinton's was. It's just kind of pushed all the events down a bit, and there's no real way for the event to start on June the 1st, June 2nd, because that's a Saturday and a Sunday, and we know they don't do events starting on the weekend. So on the Monday probably is when that'll happen. But of course, the big campaign, the Dream Tickets, that'll be happening around a week and a half before that. So, you know, around the 20th of the month is when you should kind of expect that campaign to drop, and should be a pretty fun time depending on what they do, right? Will it be Rush or Focus? Will it be both of them? Speed or Focused? Who knows? We'll have to find out. Let me know your thoughts down below. See you on next Dawn's video. See you then.